Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Ross and 3% Off's Fanfiction Power Hour. I'm your host, Ross Pitt Shark Hunter.
Ross, they're not
The
gonna get
lovely
that joke.
Ross Pitt Shark Hunter. The beautiful, luxurious Ross Pitt Shark Hunter. Oh my god, Wizzy just said the most ridiculous thing. He said, my name is now 3% off, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna call you by 3% off for the opening because I think that's funny.
You didn't even say that part until now.
Well, like, yeah, now I said it, but out loud, but I said it in my head earlier. Anyways, that's Wizzy, not 3% off like I was led to believe. So thanks for that. So, fun fact. Welcome to the 69th episode, everybody.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that until just now.
We are officially, one episode longer than my favorite podcast, which just ended its first season today, Dungeons and Daddies. May it rest in peace until the second season, which comes out sometime. Dungeons and Daddies. Okay, so it was so they did a full season of Dungeons and Dragons, playing and stuff like that. Then they got to episode 68. It was the finale. It was part one of the finale, episode 68. And so you would think Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast, are going to end on episode 69, right? It was episode 68, part 2. So that's why I am calling us Longer Than Dungeons and Daddies now. So yeah. Anyways, that was just to say everyone should go listen to Dungeons and Daddies because it's amazing.
To be fair, we also had a 2-part episode. The 50th episode.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Technically, this is... Wait, no, we recorded that one in bulk, didn't we? Yeah. So, I'm not going to count that one. Because that was just one recording. We could actually hold off on episode 69 and just call this one episode 68 part 2. And then the next one, episode 68 part 3. And then episode 69 where we get down to business.
Okay.
To defeat, the people.
Let's get down to... Yeah, I'm totally up for that. Whatever.
Anyways, we gotta restart the entire intro because I forgot to do my spooky voice because it's Halloween.
You didn't do that in the last episode either.
I didn't?
Nope.
Guys, we gotta redo the entire last episode as well.
I did a spooky voice, though.
Oh, well, if you did a spooky voice, then it's fine. But neither of us did it today. Great. So, with all of that said, what are we going to be reading today?
Well, first we'll be reading The Feud by Fabulous Diva Rarity.
It is a mature story, and it is tagged violence and death. So...
And it has not been rated.
Not been thumbs up or anything.
So we don't know if it's good. We'll see.
So, everybody strap in and let's get this started. The Feud. Chapter 1. The only chapter. The Feud. First, there's an author's note. This happened. I don't know why, but it was fun despite the dark circumstances in it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Losing a child. Could anything provoke more emotion in some pony than that? I don't think there could be anything else that manifests such a degree of pain, of grief, of guilt, of blame, of anger, of self-loathing. But is it possible to simply grow used to it? Can one simply numb themselves to it after so many losses? In a word, yes. Ponies feud with one another over the strangest things, power, money, fame forsaking, the most important things in the process, the pinnacle of which is family. But this feud, made into the stuff of legend by this point, did make it into a few ancient history books. However, I noted in all of this that the supposed feud took place during Starswirl the Bearded and the rest of the ancient pillars' times. So, I went to get the story from a primary source. Being a noted historian has its perks. When you go into any of the pillars...
I know who this is. It's Jigsaw.
Yes, you've got it right. Hello, I want to play a game.
That's not the Jigsaw I meant.
I know, but I thought it was funny, and it's also Halloween, Wizzy.
I honestly forgot about that Jigsaw. You should have been like,
good, you remembered the much better one.
hello, I want to play a game.
Oh no, Twilight, you're not getting out of my grasp that easy. We should totally do that for like a joke or something.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
What's going on? Where am I?
I want to play a game. Sorry, go on.
Or however Twilight sounded in that. When you go into any of the pillars, they immediately wave you in. Starswirl greeted me with a smile.
Past Ledger, what a pleasure to see you. What?
It's a great Starswirl voice.
Come for a rousing tale of my spell creations?
Actually, I say, I was hoping to gain your first pony insight on a historical event.
That is Jigsaw. Huh.
Surprise! Despite the fact that their name is Past Ledger.
Yeah.
And we don't even know their gender, but you know.
Nightmare Moon's banishment? The War of the Griffins? The plague of swamp fever Mage Meadowbrook drew out?
No, I said. It's about the feud between the neighberries. Starswirl drew in a sharp breath. This was obviously not something he had been expecting. When the surprise wore off his face, his expression hardened, eyes steely. He got a mug in his magic and dispensed hard cider into it. To my surprise, he downed half of it in one go before speaking, his face set into a hard grimace.
That feud. In all the time I've been back, no pony has ever mentioned it. I had hoped it had faded into some old pony's tale,
he said. His voice was gruff with many emotions. I'm sure they existed, those emotions. Wow, such description.
He has emotions, you know. They're there, but, you know, we're not going to tell you what they are.
Harry looked through the Hogwarts halls, many emotions on his face. Wow, he said, with emotion.
Is that actually a line from Harry Potter?
No, I ad-libbed that. You're welcome.
I was really hoping that was actually from the book.
No. Because J.K. Rowling, many problems that she has. Many. Not a bad writer.
Sadly.
Damn, can that woman spew a word? You don't have to speak on it if you don't want to. I can go and do research in the history books if you aren't comfortable with it. Starswirl sighed.
You could. So why don't you do that?
Okay, bye.
And the end. But then I would miss a chance to get this weight off my shoulders. I've been carrying that around for far too long.
There it is. All the history. He just carries around the sack of it.
It's like, literally. I had this big bag of books on my back. I've been carrying it around for centuries, Jigsaw.
And centuries is a long time when you're, stuck in purgatory.
Is that where he was?
That happened. Yeah. He got sent to purgatory because they were trying to defeat the Pony of Shadows. Fucking, I love that. It's like, it goes deep into lore, but not too deep for, like, the kids,
It's sent to purgatory, and he's like Sisyphus pushing a boulder up the hill, except it's a big bag of books about the history of this feud.
Man. Can't believe I didn't notice that. So... Starswell watched the cider in his mug as he swirled it around his glass. Then, with a sigh, he began.
Sigh. It was over 1,000 years ago, before the time of Nightmare Moon. I was a sorcerer in Canterlot, mainly.
Canterlot?
In Canterlot, mainly, but I did some travel in my time, near a forest in more rural parts of Mauritania. Mauritania, is that real?
It's Mauritania, you idiot. And no.
Maritime?
No, that's a Maritime is a city in the new series.
Really?
Yes.
I was just referencing nautical sea people.
Ha!
There lived a family, the Nayberries.
More like nautical sea ponies. Shooby-doo.
Wait, did they actually have seahorses in My Little Pony?
The original had sea ponies. And they were like seahorses, but they called them sea ponies.
Why didn't they keep them? That sounds so good.
Well, actually, so in the new generation, they came back, but they were technically hippogriffs. They just turned into fish people, fish horses, to escape the, whatever his name is. The Storm King.
The Zoras turning into Ritos in Zelda.
I knew that was Zelda.
Yeah!
Nailed it. Wizzy's going to be so happy for me. Or happy with me for that.
I am.
Mauritania?
There lived a family, the Nayberries, the patriarch of the family, Elder Nayberry, or should we call him Elderberry?
Up top.
Up top. Passed away during the time I was in Canterlot. The Nayberries had made their fortune in farming, so when their father died from a farming accident, falling into a pitchfork that had been buried in a hay pile when he fell from a beam on a roof,
Jeez.
His inheritance was to be kept among his remaining children, his son Blackberry Tart and his daughter Tayberry. Their father
Legit, that sounds like a joke.
That
is so specific.
Yeah,
it sounds like a joke.
I don't know if it was supposed to be a joke, but it was funny to say the least.
Yeah.
Their father promised to pass on the fortune of the family with the greatest need for it, rather than dividing it equally. Elderberry, oh my god, he is Elderberry, yay! Always was an odd old bird.
So, the one with the most children? I asked.
Correct.
Starswell said.
Once the children came of age, the parents would inherit the fortune.
So, they had to be 18?
No, my friend. Over here, the age of consent was 16. No, my friend. Being of age was calculated differently back then. 12 was the magic number. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh,
hey. They're horses. They're horses.
That's true. But they're people horses, Ross.
Oh, God. People horses?
When you hit the age of 12, you were considered sound enough mind to make adult decisions. It was a very different time, mind you. That is accurate, but also, oh, no.
Hey, they're not alluding to any of the kithing.
I
don't think so.
That is definitely alluded to when you say old enough to make adult decisions.
Sure, but, we're not going to say it. We're just going to ignore it. It's what we always do when times get tough. I nod. All right, so the children had to come of age. Was it all of them or just one?
Elderberry stipulated 2 of the children had to reach that age before a decision was made. Blackberry still ran the farm, but Tayberry left to pursue an education. At least one further than what she had already had. Tayberry met a stallion named Savvy Stables. What a name. Who was a rather poor teacher in the school, and they fell in love and married. Blackberry found a mare during that time, Poppy Seed. whose family sometimes did business with the Nayberrys and were fairly well-to-do. The two of them had a foal together, Lemonberry. From the moment Tayberry and Savvy Stables were wed, they went back to the farm, and it was quite literally a race for Tayberry to conceive. She hoped to have twins so that they could outdo Poppy Seed and get closer
All right,
to the
now
goal.
we're
Jesus
talking about
Christ.
that.
Oh my god, imagine just like trying to have children quick enough so you can win a contest.
That's Greek mythology for you, man. That's why Zeus wanted all those children.
Is that true?
No.
Well. She, in fact, did have twins, Brightburst and Strawberry Sugar. The lot of them all lived on the property, which really was a mistake. The families were so focused on being there to prove that they were the rightful heirs that they caused the events to happen.
Starswirl took a long draught of his cider before he continued.
The feud between them was absolutely horrific. Sorry, I'm trying to do a drunk Starswirl. He's had a lot of cider at this point.
The emotion. The description should allude to a lot of emotion in these fics. So much emotion.
I didn't realize that most of this would just be me describing the feud.
Neither did I, but I'm happy with it.
The husbands and the wives fought each other like there was no tomorrow. Any small transgression was snapped at and criticized. The stallions, however, tended to focus on their work around the farm when they fought, pointing out unraked leaves, berries left unpicked, grass not trimmed, but the mares focused on the children. They would critique each other's parenting styles, the amount of chores that... Yeah, this is horrific. The children had to do in relation to the others, and at the worst point, the children themselves. They'd be like, "You're the ugly baby," and then the other would be like, "No, look at your baby, that one's uglier." And the children would just be like, "Hey, you want to trade the Tharkith for your Snickers?" Starswirl down the rest of his cider before grabbing another mug.
What are you doing? Wizzy, stop!
Oh.
Why would Starswirl be narrating his own?
I don't know. My bad.
You've just been narrating so much that you just... Starswirl down the rest of his cider before grabbing another mug and drinking some of that.
When I traveled to Mauritania, I was there for perhaps 2 months. I was trying to find a quiet place to practice my magic, but the fighting between those families lasted 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. I heard so many of the slurs, the critiques, the insults, but I never interfered. Maybe that was my mistake. He took another long drink.
You little shit. He took another long drink, and I began to worry he would get so drunk he would not be able to finish the story.
Me too,
you know what?
sister.
The drunk sounding voice, I guess that was kind of perfect.
I'm going to try and do a bit of a drunk voice now. I never thought it would get to the point that it did, but I was very wrong.
Starswirl breathed in shakily as he spoke.
There were suspicions that Tayberry was the one to murder Lemonberry because of one of Papa Seed's comments to her. Oh, did I not mention that Lemonberry was murdered? Sorry. The joke is, he didn't mention that yet.
Well, yeah, but it was a surprise. Whoa.
Yep. Lemonberry because of one of Papa Seed's comments to her. Lemonberry was maybe 2 or 3. Oh my god. Poor Lemonberry. Very curious little girl, from what I'm told. She got into the barn and was playing around near a wood chipper. Wasn't tall enough or able to jump high enough to reach the top of it anyhow, so no pony worried too much. Poppy Seed had been inside getting lunch ready when she heard the wood chipper running. She didn't think much of it since her husband and Savvy Stables often used it. But when she went to get Lemonberry, she saw the blood all over the walls and knew. She blamed Tayberry for it. Her grief for her daughter twisted her anger into revenge. She vowed her revenge on Tayberry for what she'd done. Yeah, this is going to be a much bigger feud than the friggin' apples and the pears.
Yeah, like wowzers.
Oh, you guys have bad fruit and we have your daughter versus this.
Yeah, yikes. Hopefully Lemonberry was thrown in head first.
Hopefully.
Ugh.
She vowed her revenge on Tayberry for what she'd done, and she had it. Brightburst and Strawberry Sugar were playing on a hill not far from the house, and supposedly fell into the river below. Neither of them knew how to swim, and they drowned.
You know what? I wasn't too frightened of this story, but this is actually getting intense. I was like, oh, this is going to be a silly story, even though it literally says children die, like, first sentence.
From the wood chipper thing, I think this should have been tagged gore.
Yeah. I mean, it was only explained that happened.
I would tag it gore from how it described a child going into a wood chipper and there being blood all over the walls.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I would probably also tag it, but, well, it wasn't, like, taken down or anything. Starswirl's eyes were clouded and sad as he reflected on that while nursing his cider.
They asked me to resuscitate those kids with my magic because medicine had failed. I tried everything I could, but it was too late for them.
He wiped his eyes before continuing.
The two mares had no children anymore, and thus no claim to the fortune. They tried conceiving again, but every time the plans were foiled by the other. The husbands grew tired of the constant sabotage, and savvy stables wanted to move away to Trottingham if the tale is correct. Tayberry wouldn't have it. The need to have that fortune outweighed everything else. Savvy Stables threw up his hooves in defeat and left her, from what I understand. And Blackberry, after he lost his daughter, he went crazy. 1,000 years ago, we didn't have asylums, but he needed one. He talked to himself, stared off into space in the midst of any conversation, had severe nightmares, and brandished farming equipment at anyone who trespassed there. Oh, I know who's causing those nightmares. I know who's doing that. It's Nightmare Moon.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's not what Nightmare Moon does.
Yes, she does.
No.
She goes into your dreams and messes with them.
She's not Freddy Krueger.
Ross, I remember this. This happens. She has that ability.
Oh, Luna has that ability, but Nightmare Moon never uses it.
I swear to God that there was like the scene at the beginning of the show where she's in someone's dream before she comes back down and does whatever.
Nope.
Oh well. Then why is her name Nightmare Moon?
'Cause she goes to people's nightmare. No, 'cause that was what she came up with. She was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. I'm gonna do that."
Tayberry couldn't stand him, so when she got close to him and he brandished a hoe at her, she used a rake to get underneath him and get the tines in his chest. He was dead, and that was that. Poppy Seed always thought Tayberry did it, but that was the one case where she wasn't sure if it had been an accident or not. With Blackberry being how he was, it wouldn't have surprised Poppy Seed if it had been on purpose.
He took a long drink.
The two mares were left there. Savvy Stables never came back for Tayberry, but every day she looked out at that window for him. She tried to find some pony after that, but after talk of what happened to her children, no stallion would go near her. Poppy Seed never married again. They argued and bickered until it came to an end. During one of their fights, a lantern fell over and the barn caught fire. They escaped without a burn, but the seeds, the tools, the watering cans, the mulch, all of it, was in that barn and was up in smoke. It would set back the farming schedule months, and with no stallion on a hoof to do the heavy work, they couldn't recover. Poppyseed's miserly brother had inherited their family's money and wouldn't give her a dime. And with no children to claim the fortune, the Nayberry's money was as good as gone. Why did Poppyseed... Wait, oh, Poppyseed's brother had inherited their... Okay. I was going to say, why did Poppyseed get the fortune? She's not even related.
Silly. He paused, taking a smaller sip of his cider now.
The Mayers stayed in that house until the end of their days. Some thought it was because they both wanted to be close to their children, but I think they were just too stubborn to leave. They forsook everything they had for some blood bits. No pony was
No
ever...
bunny?
I was going to say nobody, and then I stopped to say pony. No, this is going to be the My Little Pony bunny spinoff.
My Little Bunny. Yay.
It's so much cuter than ponies.
Anyways, back to the child death. Same story, but just bunnies now.
No pony was ever spared with them. Husbands, children, no pony was safe. When Tayberry and Poppyseed died, I thought that feud would die with them. But here we are.
I was quiet for a few moments, letting him compose himself before I spoke. Thank you, Star Swirl. He nodded and downed the rest of the second mug. I left abruptly after that, feeling that I had overstayed my welcome. I wrote down all of Star Swirl's story, but I never published it in any book or article. Like the two mares, this story was one left buried.
You are a bad historian. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, just because there's like a sad story means you're not going to publish this in like any history books? Why are you a
She must be
decorated
American.
historian?
American historians always like to freaking dig and not tell the stories. But freaking other historians from other countries, like, I don't know, Brazil, maybe, they'll tell everything. Too much, some might say. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, that was The Feud by Fabulous Diva Rarity. What did you think about it?
This was really good.
I agree.
Like, it
This
has
was-
no rating, but I'm about to change that.
Oh,
Boom.
bitch.
We get to be the first 2 thumbs up.
Or maybe they just don't show the rating. Maybe the
Can you
rating's
do
just
that?
off. Yeah, you can. I don't know what it looks like because I've never actually seen anybody do it. Or maybe I have, if that's how you do it.
That's probably true, because now I don't actually see me adding any likes or dislikes to it.
Yeah.
Darn it.
But hey, guys, go into the description and read it, though. Or
Yeah, this one was good.
like it for yourself to see if that's for certain. I really liked it.
But now we move on to the longer story. And this is already half an hour in. Goodness. Better, speak fast for this one.
All right, The Survey by Sparrow 9642. The Survey. A strange feel. No, yes, this one is called The Survey by Sparrow 9642. It is mature. It is rated gore, and that's it. So, if you can't stomach the gore, get out of Dodge. A strange feeling engulfed my bedroom. As I clicked on the link that had been hyped about for the past week on Equestria Daily. An anonymous link that was supposedly cursed, and whoever clicked on it would be dead or disappear within the following 3 hours of clicking. Hold on. Alternate universe, human. Okay. Who is this?
There's going to be another anonymous story.
It's looking like it. Chug chug. Stupidly, I challenged the curse, just like countless other idiotic thrill seekers, and with one simple click, my life was over. The link radiated a blood-red glow and redirected me. Why is that link still up then?
Right? I guess because everyone
dumb.
dies before they can actually, get rid of it.
Take it down, you dumb fucks. God.
No one's alive to.
and redirected me to another page. Something that looked like a survey of some sort, much like polls you see on Facebook brony groups like "Who's your favorite pony?" or something along those lines. Redirected. I've never seen one of those, by the way. We should do some.
We should do some.
The page was a simple survey, composed of 10 questions, but before the survey could be taken, a large paragraph of instructions in a blood-red font color were to be read first.
Welcome. Your life is about to change. But while...
Ah! I'm sorry. It's so scary. I'm so scared.
But while taking this survey, you must follow these instructions, or you will pay dearly for disobeying the rules. 1. Do not close the page. 2. Do not turn off your device. 3. Do not call the police or leave your current seated area. 4. Do not unplug your device. 5. Do not shout, cry, or attempt to call for any help. 6. You must click the link at the end of the survey. 7. Your first answer is your final answer. 8. No retakes. What you choose is your fate. Have fun, and don't say we didn't warn you.
Legit, this sounds like a blast.
I'm trying to do like a Spamton voice from Deltarune, because played that recently, and it is fun.
Have not played it yet. Actually, no, I did play like a bit of it. A bit of the first part of Deltarune. I've not played the rest of it.
Love Spamton.
I bet. I gulped. Knowing that there was no turning back now, I couldn't close the page or shut off my device, so I was stuck. I truly was trapped as I proceeded to the first question of the survey.
Question 1. How old are you?
Well, I expected this, due to countless downloads I had done in the past, requiring my age to download the content. Most of these downloads were either music or pictures of R34 Twilight Sparkle, baby! Oh.
Stupidly, I lied about my age like I always do, and I said I was a year younger.
Sorry. Serious story. Very scary. Much spooky. Seeing she is probably my favorite pony, and looks sexy in tube socks, and I cannot deny that.
Oh my god.
Wizzy, have you seen her in tube socks?
No.
Then you have no reason to talk.
I mean, unless you're talking about, wait a minute, I just realized, Arthur, that's Rule 34. No!
Did you think?
I was thinking about, like, a generation of My Little Pony. Wait, is this not Twilight Sparkle talking? Is this like a real world, like, a fan of the show is doing this?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Oh, I thought this was Twilight Sparkle who's talking.
I thought that at first, and then I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. It says Equestria Daily.
Oh, I forgot that's a real site. I was thinking of that as like an in-show thing.
But why would it be a site if it's My Little Pony? I guess Equestria Girls, but it's not Equestria Girls.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be Equestria Girls.
You stupid Wizzy. It would say Equestria Girls if it was Equestria Girls. It doesn't say Equestria Girls. It just says Human Alternate Universe Twilight Other.
Anyway, I was going to say, it's
all
one
in one
thing
tag.
if it's Equestria Girls Twilight who looks sexy in tube socks, but if you're talking about the horse, ugh.
Wizzy, she's underage, maybe.
Yeah, that's better than I don't know.
Horse Twilight is at least an adult. Pick your poison.
Bestiality or pedophilia?
Hey, does it count if they're smart enough to talk and have feelings for you?
I mean, you're still talking
about
about the body of a horse that you're attracted to, so...
I'm not saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's a question to be had.
Let's just continue with the story. This has gone on too long.
You're right. I'm sorry, guys. My current age was 18, so I typed in 18, then proceeded to the next question.
Question 2. Who is your favorite pony?
Again, another expectation. I had taken multiple MLP surveys and quizzes before, each with this same question. It was clear who my favorite pony was, so I typed in Twilight Sparkle because she's so fucking cool and sexy in tube socks. I'm just saying. It really is Twilight taking the survey.
She's 18, right?
Human Twilight? I have no idea.
Oh, I mean the other one. That her age was just like 18. The pony version.
Pony version, I say she's like 21, probably, maybe. I don't know.
Oh. You just
But
want her to be
that's
your
my
age.
guess.
Anyway.
Hey, I'm 22 in like almost a month. And you know what? So is Twilight, so.
Question 3. Why is Twilight Sparkle your favorite pony?
This was unusual. Seeing most surveys and quizzes are generated to ask only certain questions based on the answer given by the user.
I would like to point out that I've seen a lot of surveys or quizzes do that, where it's just like, what's your favorite color and why is it pink? And it's like, pink's not my favorite color. Whatever.
Pink's not your favorite color, huh? It sounds pretty gay.
I said not.
Yeah, most gay people's favorite color is actually purple. Fact.
Not true. It's yellow.
I don't actually know, but my favorite color is pink or blue or whatever. So purple. Take that what you will. Take that with what you will. I just guessed that the survey had... Wait. Yeah. And this was something that I had never been asked. I just guessed that the survey had a large arrangement of options based off the answers given. And continued by typing my best reason why Twilight was my favorite. She's very smart, brave, bold, easily the most sexy.
I mean, it's basically what it says.
Easily the most I stopped myself before typing the rest of my reasoning and thought twice about putting that statement. No, type the rest of it. You can't lie, dude. No going back. The creator of the survey can see all of the answers, so for me to give such an embarrassing reason for liking Twilight would make me look weird. I don't already look weird, don't be silly. So I decided not to put the statement that she was attractive. I was breaking Rule 7, but it was just a stupid survey. The curse wasn't real. She's smart, brave, and bold. Superman. She could take any challenge and overcome with her friends' assistance. That's why she's my favorite. I submitted the answer and proceeded to the next question. But what happened next is where things started to get scary. It didn't proceed to another question, but just remained still for a second until my Skype erupted with a call. My first instinct was to ignore it, until my Skype opened all by itself. Oh, that's creepy, though.
Okay, that's happened to me, literally. I guess just because Microsoft has Skype open in the background sometimes. And I had these spam people calling me on Skype because some reason it unset itself from how I had it set to be no one can call except like your contacts. And then it's just like that dumb Skype call sound. And it's like, oh, Ashley37 wants to call you. I'm like, no.
Did you answer?
You've clearly used hot females when I'm only seduced by hot males. No thank you. No, of course I just like blocked it and then I changed my settings again.
I'm so sad that I can't seduce Wizzy. Anyways, the caller named Magic Freak 42 calling me. I proceeded to just ignore the call, but was shocked when I saw that the option to ignore the call was nowhere to be found. So I decided to go with my next instinct and let the call die out. But that option was shattered and quick, as the call was answered all by itself. This is some Sonic.exe shit, dude.
Yeah.
I had no idea what to say, but good. Sonic.exe, but I'm actually enjoying this. I had no idea what to say as I heard a voice over the call.
So I heard you like me in tube socks.
Spoke the voice. My eyes bulged as I quickly recognized the voice, but it couldn't be her. No, that's impossible. However, the voice was crystal clear, and the mentioning of the tube socks made my heart drop, and sweat build up on my forehead.
"What's the matter, big boy? I thought I was your favorite,"
spoke the voice again. That was Twilight Sparkle's voice, without a doubt. But this could not be possible. How is this even possible right now?
Tara Strong is calling this random guy.
That is such a Tara Strong thing to do.
She's doing it for the TikTok.
That is also such a Tara Strong thing to do. How is this even possible right now? That's when a thought came to me. This could be a voice actor for Twilight, but how the hell did they get my Skype contact, and how did they know that I thought she looked sexy in tube socks when she really, really does?
"I see you need proof that it's really me, so here you go."
She jumps out of the screen.
And then just turns into a romance fic.
Nice, spoke the supposed Twilight. Although, with the mention of tube socks and R34, it sounds like it would be a bit more than romance, if you get my drift. Spoke the supposed Twilight. All of my suspicions immediately shattered to nothing as the unknown contact revealed themselves on webcam. On webcam was the real Twilight Sparkle, dressed in lingerie.
What the frick?
And posed on her bed with purple and violet striped tube socks dressed over her hooves. Now I was truly starting to freak out, and not in a good way. This couldn't be real. It couldn't. Twilight Sparkle is a fictional character, but yet, here she was, right before my eyes on webcam. You can't possibly be real, I spoke through a shaky voice.
"Well, I am,"
she responded.
Oh boy, I got a dog barking outside my room.
Don't, Wizzy. It's the smile dog.
"Some pony messaged me, telling me that you didn't follow the rules of the survey you were taking. Therefore, they wanted me to do them a dirty deed. As we speak, all the photos of me that you have downloaded are being broadcasted to every one of your kind."
Oh, that's really scary.
Oh, no. Oh,
I didn't realize just how scary this would get. Just kill the man. Good God. Or woman. I mean, we don't actually know.
They said big boy, so...
Okay, I call my mother Big Boy.
Why?
It's funny. I felt my blood run cold as my ears ate the words Twilight had just said to me. "What?" I yelled. "How did you get into my photos? How did you get into my computer? How did you know I was taking a survey?"
"Don't you know anything?"
she responded coldly.
"Magic goes a long way."
She chuckled, then the call ended.
Oh my God, she must have a lot of friendship right now to be able to do this.
Yep. That's the scary part. I can't even get a single friend. I didn't waste no time.
I didn't waste no time. It's Applejack, oh my God.
I didn't waste no time. I quickly checked my photos, only to see the files where the pictures were stored completely empty. How was this even possible? I had to be dreaming. Yeah, that's it. I just fell asleep at my computer desk and would wake up any second. I waited, hoping for this nightmare to end, until I saw a message appear on my Skype. It was from Twilight.
"Get back to the survey. This is no dream."
You fucking dumbass. Through my fear and embarrassment, I knew now that this was real, and I was stuck. I had broken the rules once, and I wasn't going to do it again. I returned to the survey, where question 3 still remained unanswered. It wanted me to type the first answer. I was going to give, so I proceeded to it, feeling an uneasiness come over me. She's very smart, bold, and easily the most attractive pony of the main 6. I submitted my answer, watching the survey move on to the next question.
Question 4. Explain why Twilight Sparkle is attractive to you. God.
This wasn't a question, and I really didn't want to answer this question. If anything, I just wanted to close the survey and forget this ever happened. Fucking idiot. But it was already too late, and I didn't dare lie, considering what just happened moments ago, so I swallowed my dignity and typed in my reason. She's attractive in many ways. Her main style, her personality, and her wings make her look like a goddess. That isn't me, disliking the story, by the way. That's how he sounds in this moment.
Uncomfortable.
I am not uncomfortable. I think this is great. I submitted the answer, hoping for the survey to just continue on to the next question. Luckily, it did.
Question 5. Time for some fun. Twilight Sparkle has received your submissions and has a present for you.
What the hell? This wasn't even a question. What did it mean by fun? I didn't want to know the answer, as I heard my fax machine start to erupt. And I had a feeling that this was the present the survey had mentioned. I checked my fax machine only to discover a picture of one of Twilight's socks and instructions at the bottom.
You know my contact. Call me, and in the call, you do as I say. We are still taking the survey, so rules still apply. Now the real fun begins.
Now here comes the fun. I was scared shitless, and could only blame myself, saying I had made the choice of clicking the link. As much as I regretted it now, there was no turning back. So, I reopened my Skype and called back my latest contact, Magic Freak 42. The call didn't take less than a split second to answer, revealing Twilight Sparkle on webcam once more, still dressed in her same outfit. However, she didn't look sexy, but sinister in the camera. As she stared into my soul through the webcam, smiledog.exe, or should I say smilepony.exe.
Oh my god, I bet that's a fic.
Smilepony.
They're not switching stories again.
I'm not saying we want to... man, it's not. Well, that smile. Spacepony.exe. Nope.
Man.
That's disappointing.
We are going to play a game. Oh, Jigsaw's back.
She said...
I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and all you have to do is answer each question truthful. Don't even try lying, because you know as well as me that I can tell you are lying.
I knew she wasn't kidding, so I nodded my head as I noticed Twilight's horn glow, and she held up a list. I had no idea what to expect, nor how far these questions were going to go.
Question 1. What elementary school did you attend?
She asked. Excuse me. This was a strange question, but I was in no position to question her, so I answered. Redwood Elementary School. I answered. Twilight smiled through the webcam, proceeding to the next question.
Question 2. Were you ever picked on or bullied during your years of attendance?
She asked. I didn't need to think twice about the question. I was ruthlessly bullied before by an arrogant asshole, all because I was a brony. There was one point in my life where I nearly committed suicide because of the bullying. God! Is this referencing, actual events?
Maybe.
Because that is a thing that happened. Someone was a brony.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I wished I could kill the asshole. Yes, I answered. Twilight smiled again, proceeding to the next question.
Question 3. What was their name?
She asked. Once again, I didn't need to think hard about it. His name was burned into my mind. Kenny Reed, I answered. Twilight turned from the webcam as I waited. I told the truth, so I wasn't afraid of being punished for my wrongdoings. Through the headset, I heard a familiar sound. The sound of when Twilight teleports, followed by another voice as well. Twilight turned to the camera again, as I continued to listen to the other voice in the background. I wanted to question who it was, but the rules were clear, and Twilight would punish me if I even attempted to question anything. So I kept my mouth shut.
Question 4. Did you ever have any thoughts of killing this individual?
She asked. It was as if she read my mind. Just moments ago, I had said that I had stated that at one point in my life I wanted to kill Kenny. I couldn't answer truthfully, but I had to. Yes, I answered. I was scared to death of what was coming next, as Twilight approached the webcam and started to adjust to where I could see a disturbing sight within her room. A human was tied to a chair, struggling to get free, but from what I could see, they were tied up very well. Twilight held the list up once more.
Final question. Am I really your favorite?
Turns out, his favorite was actually Fluttershy.
What?
So, if he had answered like Rainbow Dash, what would have happened?
It'd be Rainbow Dash.
Because Rainbow Dash can't just magic.
Oh, that's a good point.
Even better question, what if he said like Fluttershy? Because I guess Rainbow Dash could probably fly real fast and whatever, but Fluttershy definitely can't. So, like, what's with that?
What if it was me and I said Applejack?
Yeah. Huh. She asked. I was afraid to answer. What would she do if I did answer truthfully? I was trying to piece together the puzzle in my head, only to come to the realization of who the human was. It was Kenny. Really? It really took you that long. And if I answered truthful, she would kill him. It was at this point where I was finally starting to come to the realization that this was no game. Everything that was happening right now was real, and Kenny's fate was in my hands. If I didn't answer truthfully, I'd be punished, but if I did answer truthfully, Kenny would be killed. I had to decide.
What's wrong?
She asked.
It's a simple question. Am I really your favorite? Yes or no? Remember, no lying or you will be punished.
Twilight was my favorite, but not enough to kill someone I hated. How could I answer this truthfully? I lied. No, I answered.
I feel like that would actually be the truthful answer, though, because now, like, Twilight's doing all this terrible stuff. She couldn't be your favorite.
Oh, you're right. She should just kill herself. No, I answered. Twilight's face in the webcam fell from a smile to a frown. She knew I was lying.
Strange that you would say that. Really? I'm not your favorite?
The horrors of this fan fiction.
Just, like, leaves the room crying, like, man. Strange that you would say that, considering that in one of your survey answers you put that I was your favorite.
She stated.
For your lies, you shall witness death.
Hi, my name's Death.
Hi, Death.
Okay, bye. No, but for realsies, Twilight turned to Kenny with her horn pointed directly at him. Man, he really should have said yes.
Yeah.
And charged up a large amount of magic. With no hesitation, she fired the mass of magic directly at Kenny, immediately killing him. But how, though? How did it look? Out of the blast, Kenny's body was scorched, and multiple bones stuck out of his joints due to him being stuck to a chair. A massive puddle of blood formed around the body as Twilight teleported Kenny's body back to wherever it came from originally. Ugh. I would not like to be the person to find that. I felt sick, realizing that I had the consequences of my actions backwards. Twilight just added salt to my wound as she turned back to the camera.
Come on, I'm sure that salt in your wound would not be worse than Kenny's wounds.
You're right.
If you were more honest, I would have let Kenny live, but due to your dishonesty, you now have blood on your hands.
My bad. Sorry, Ken. She stated in an angry tone.
Not to worry, though. I know I'm still your favorite, and we are going to have lots of fun.
Gee, thanks.
And we are going to have fun. Lots of fun.
I started to cry, feeling a sickness build up inside of me. I had just cost the life of someone, and despite the past, I felt horrible. Instead of freeing Kenny, I had gotten him killed. The exact opposite of what I wanted. All because I had not stuck to the truth.
Now, don't cry.
Oh, okay, she said.
Let's continue, shall we?
Suddenly, Twilight disappeared from my computer screen. Due to the call ending, I didn't get comfortable, knowing that the survey wasn't done. If anything, it was just beginning. I was unsure of what to do as I came back to the survey screen where a new set of 5 answers were listed. I looked at the first answer, wiping tears from my eyes.
Question 6. Did you enjoy Twilight Sparkle's game?
I didn't waste any time and typed in my true thoughts. No. I submitted the answer. Oh, come on, you liked it a little. I submitted the answer, leading to the next question.
Question 7. Are you enjoying this survey?
Once again, I didn't waste any time and typed my thoughts. No. Whoever created this is a sick bastard. I want out. I wish I had never taken this stupid survey. I submitted the answer with a violent pound to my enter key on my keyboard, leading to the next question. I just wanted the survey to end so I could try to forget about everything I had witnessed tonight and never forget.
Question 8. How would you rate this survey?
I was too angry to give a reasonable answer, so I released all my anger at whoever created this demented survey. I would rate this a big fuck you out of 10. How about that, asshole? Another loud pound to my enter key erupted, leading to the next question. I was so close to finally escaping the survey from hell, and once I was out, I was going to make sure nobody ever took this survey again.
See, he would take it down. Question 9. Twilight Sparkle would like to ask you a question.
That's not a question, idiot.
Man. Twilight says, I thought I was your favorite. Do you hate me now? Insert reply here.
I thought of the best way to answer this. Twilight had just killed an innocent person, despite all he had done in the past. Could I blame her for my decision? It was my choice to lie, and yes, you could blame her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna kill Wizzy's, I don't know, whoever, just because freaking he lies to me about... What do you lie to me about?
I told him that he was really good at editing the podcast.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna kill someone just because he tells me that. I shouldn't be the one to get pissy because of it, or whatever. Whatever. Yeah, he has every right to hate me because of that. If I kill someone, is what I'm trying to say. Don't listen to the morals in this freaking fan fiction, guys.
Just put on your Twilight Sparkle mask, and then you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill. I don't know, Bob the Builder, because of you, Wizzy."
Exactly. Could I blame her for my decision? It was my choice to lie in an attempt to save Kenny, but it backfired. Was she playing the same game with me? If I answered truthfully, would I be free to go? Or was this another mind trick? Did I hate her truly? To be honest, I didn't know what to think of her right now. But I don't know wasn't an answer, so I went with my most truthful answer. I don't hate you, But at the same time, I don't like you after what you did. You sure are not my favorite anymore. Not after this. To be completely honest, no, you're not my favorite, Twilight. Not anymore.
Oh my god, that is not honest enough. You should be like, I hate you. You killed a dude. None of the other characters on My Little Pony would do what you did.
Bingo.
Except maybe Cozy
Glow.
Cozy Glow.
You right about that one, though. She would totally do that. I submitted my answer, awaiting whatever was coming next. She didn't respond. Instead, the survey just proceeded to the final question.
Question 10. Download the file below and watch the video located in the file.
Below the question was a file labeled as pony.zip. I really like how they did the formatting there.
Yeah.
It's really clever. Go read the actual story if you want to know what the formatting is, guys.
Can't describe it.
Freaking got 'em. So I clicked on it, noticing the file appear in my download list as at the bottom of the screen. It wasn't a very large file, being only 4 megabytes in size. I right-clicked the file and selected Open When Done. And selected the Open When Done option. Waiting for the file to finish downloading, I was just relieved the survey was over, as I watched the file finish its download and open, revealing a video file. It was labeled as fate.mp4. This is definitely inspired by creepypasta culture.
Definitely.
The name of the file made a chill run down my spine as I double-clicked the video file, noticing my VLC media player open. The video was of Twilight Sparkle standing in the middle of the same room she was in the Skype call. She stared blankly into the camera, holding a knife with her magic. The video lasted for a good 30 seconds before I realized that Twilight was in the same room as me. It was my room all along, guys.
I could have just stopped her by taking the weapon, but I didn't want to get out of my chair.
She stared blankly into the camera, holding a knife with her magic. The video lasted for a good 30 seconds before Twilight was replaced by a black screen with word goodbye written in a blood red color. Yeah, it's a creepy video for you. Ooh, spooky, a guy holding a knife. Oh. The video ended, returning to the survey, where a small paragraph was appeared, written in blood text.
Thank you for taking the survey. We hope you enjoy your results. Goodbye.
Well, it's not bad. With that, the survey screen closed, returning to Equestria Daily. I was both relieved yet scared, as I closed my internet browser and immediately reached for my cell phone so I could report the survey to the police. Don't do it, you idiot! I dialed 911 and listened as the phone rang for a few seconds, hearing an answer on the other end.
911, what's your emergency?
I was relieved not to hear Twilight's voice, as I did my best to remain calm. I would like to report a website, please. I spoke.
Hello?
Questioned the lady on the other end of the line. Can you hear me? I asked, as a chill ran down my spine. Suddenly, the call fell to static, as continued to yell hello into the phone, hoping for the lady to hear my pleas, but the call had fallen to a new tone, and it became clear of what was happening, as I saw my Skype open by itself once again, noticing Magic Freak 42 calling me once more. I didn't have time to ignore the call. Not that I could, as Twilight appeared on my screen in the same pose she was in the video. I still had my cell phone up to my ear, feeling my hands start to shake. Twilight continued to stare at me as she spoke a familiar word.
Goodbye!
She spoke in a blank tone. The horrors of Wizzy's reading. Oh, I'm just shaking in my boots. I dropped the phone from my ear, noticing that when she had spoke, the call on my phone and the call on my Skype were in tandem. How is this even possible? I had officially entered panic mode as I rushed to unplug my computer, immediately closing off the Skype call. Without hesitation, I grabbed my phone, removing the back of the phone. I pulled out the battery and threw the phone as hard as I could toward the wall, busting it beyond repair. Wouldn't it suck if you were taking the survey and it would just, like, your power just went out? That wouldn't even be your fault.
Yeah.
It would just suck, man.
This I'd be like, what? I don't get what you're saying. My power was out, dude. Sorry. I guess Kenny's dead, though? I don't really remember a Kenny.
Anyways, busting it beyond repair. Next, I grabbed a nearby baseball bat and landed blows to the computer multiple times without stopping. It was beyond repair as I opened my window, grabbed the tower of the computer, and threw the tower out of the 2-story window. The tower busted beyond repair at the impact of the fall. I didn't care if I had just destroyed my computer. I didn't want any chance of ever hearing Twilight or contacting Twilight ever again. But I really do like the show, so I let out a sigh of relief, knowing that Twilight had no chance of contacting me again. She's gone. It's over, I spoke in relief. The room was quiet for a second until I heard a voice from behind.
It's not over until your fate is sealed.
Shaking in my boots, spoke a familiar voice, as I was engulfed in an aura of magic. I screamed and struggled. My bedroom television turned on, revealing the same room that Twilight had shown herself in before I was taken away. I let out one final scream. That was quickly silenced by the television static. I startled as I was awoken by the sound of a light switch. I couldn't move or see, due to my arms and legs being constricted by a strong rope. My mouth was stuffed with something as well. Something soft and long. My eyes were uncovered quickly, revealing a bright light above me, and a blurry blob of purple in front of me.
Oh good, you're awake,
spoke the voice. My ears didn't deceive me. It was the voice of Twilight Sparkle, standing before me with a knife being held in an aura of magic. I was terrified as I looked at her. I couldn't speak until spoken to, until the purple alicorn pulled down whatever was blocking my mouth. Where am I?
Ross.
Wizzy, you could have cut it out.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Good, so you don't need to talk about it. But leave that in. I asked in a low and weak tone.
This is where you receive your results for taking the survey.
She replied in a happy tone.
Your results are that you get to be part of the survey. Isn't it wonderful?
I didn't answer, and instead fell into a cry. Twilight placed her hoof under my chin and lifting my head.
Don't cry. Here's how it works. Somebody else gets to decide your fate, and depending on what they choose, I guess you know what happens if they choose wrong. Wait, so that means that Kenny took the survey after bullying him for being a brony. He took a brony survey. Kenny was a closeted brony.
I'm not sure that's how it worked, but okay.
That's what they're saying, right?
No, I don't think so.
That's what it looks like.
No, I think that this is a completely different thing.
Someone else gets to decide your fate, like what happened with Kenny.
Yes, but she also went and grabbed Kenny from, like, wherever Kenny was in the past.
She also did that to the guy who's, like, our protagonist or whatever.
Yeah, but she wasn't talking to Kenny when she got there.
What?
She is talking to protagonist over here. What I'm saying is that she's very inconsistent if what you're saying is true.
I don't know. I mean, she's not talking. It didn't show her talking to Kenny, but like she probably did.
But it showed her getting Kenny.
It didn't.
Yeah, it did. It said she teleported away and teleported back with Kenny. But also, no, I don't think so. I think she just likes killing and will do any anything to do it.
Okay, whatever. I don't care. He's a brony. Kenny's a brony.
No, he's not. I refuse to believe that Kenny's a brony. Fucking piece of shit deserved it. Anyways. And also, I just refuse it because this logic is freaking nonsense. She spoke with a smile. It dawned on me. Whoever takes the survey becomes part of the survey. Oh. Okay, never mind. Yep, okay. Now that it says it, then it's canonic. Wizzy, don't you fucking shut the fuck up, boy. Because it didn't say it, okay? But now that it says it, yes, I'll accept it. This is stupid, though. And just like the countless other victims of the survey would never escape. The curse was real. Who created it, I had no idea. And all I could hope for was that eventually the survey would be removed, and some lucky soul would make it out alive. Out of the sounds of my crying and Twilight's hooves clapping together, the sound of a message notification erupted from a computer just behind Twilight. Twilight checked the notification, then turned towards me with a look of sadness.
Sorry to say, but our time together must be cut short. But don't worry.
Oh, she sounds so depressed.
I'll always remember you.
She spoke, charging up her horn.
I know you like me in tube socks, so I thought I'd give you one as a gift. Sorry it has to end this way, but it's their choice to decide your fate, not mine.
Twilight stuck the tube sock back into my mouth as she backed up and prepared for the final blast.
Goodbye,
Twilight said as she fired the mass of magic at me. All I felt before I died was the softness of the tube sock against the back of my throat.
Oh, that's what was in the mouth.
Did you not get that when she shoved it back in his mouth and said tube sock?
Oh, I didn't see it shoved the tooth stock back in my mouth. I said, I read the, I'd give you one as a gift.
Oh.
And I didn't get it from that.
Did you not listen to me?
No, I'm sorry. I missed that. I was thinking of something cool that I want to talk to you about after we're done.
Oh, cool. All I felt before I died was the softness of the tube sock against the back of my throat. My fate was sealed.
Survey complete.
That was The Survey by Sparrow 9642.
I gotta say, I was hoping this would be better.
Me too.
It wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't as good as the other one that we just randomly chose.
Yeah, I actually rather liked this, but I prefer it as a comedy. As like a parody of fucking creepypastas. God. I prefer it as a parody of creepypastas because honestly, it does that solidly.
I don't get it. The plot doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would someone want to take a My Little Pony survey like this? Ooh, what's it? An Avatar survey? Of course I'll take that. Why, yes, Toph is my favorite character.
Right, well, I don't know. I might take the survey. Sure as hell wouldn't lie. Because where's the fun in that?
Ross, are you sure you wouldn't lie when it came to, why is Twilight Sparkle your favorite pony?
I mean, Twilight Sparkle isn't my favorite pony, though.
Then why would you say that she is?
Anyways, if I were to give this...
Got him!
If I were to give this story a rating, I would give it a big fuck you out of 10. That's what I would give it. How about that, asshole? Fucking Sparrow 9642. More like 69420. Wait. Happy 69th episode, everybody.
Oh.
Hey, tube socks. Oh, that works.
Oh, yeah.
We did have a
pretty
sexy one.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. High five. Ow. Lizzie,
right.
why would you slap that? Did you say bye?
Bye.
Record.
I'm recording.
And if you weren't, what would we say?
You would say, record, Wizzy. I've been recording for the past half hour and you still won't hit the record button. And I'm going to be like, I can't breathe.
Wizzy, I'm the one who can't breathe, you naughty boy.
Is that an asthma joke?
Yeah.